Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Patrick and I love bullet journaling, art and calligraphy. And in this video we're about to pick the projects for the month of August using my TBD jar, my to be drawn jar. This is it. For those who don't know, I do have three different colors in here, green, yellow and white, and they represent three different project categories that I wanted to give myself. So I would like to have 3 projects per month. This is doable within having a full-time job and having multiple hobbies and stuff like that. And each of those colors represent a different project. So the green cards represent product projects, the yellow cards represent calligraphy related projects, and the white cards represent art-related projects. I've mainly used pens and markers to create bullet journal spreads up until a certain point, and now I wanted to force myself in some way to expand my knowledge, to try out different medias and to learn more along the way, and I thought it would be best to do this using art prompts in here. Before we pick the projects for the month of August, I wanted to quickly go through what happened in July. So July was a really nice month. I went hiking. I also represented this in my bullet journal since I do have a mountain theme using wash paint in there. So I did have a lot of free time. This also meant that I haven't been able to do all of the projects that I gave myself. So the product project for July was to redesign a book cover. I unfortunately haven't been able to do that, but the calligraphy prompt was to create an alphabet poster, and I did that. And when it comes to the art project, I wanted to try out soft pastels, and I actually did so. So 2 of 3 projects have been completed. Now for August I'm going to pick 3 new ones, so I'm very excited to see what the 3 prompts are going to be. Before now really picking those projects, I also wanted to mention one little thing, because this August TBD video is probably going to be the last pick for some time, and the reason is that I have a new job. I am switching my position and I'm starting in September, and therefore I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to be able to have a lot of time for Proactive Pet in general and to actually pursue multiple projects per month, and that's why I will stop picking projects for a couple of months. Maybe I am getting into it after a couple of months again. I would be very happy about that, but for now I won't put too much pressure on myself to get familiar with all of the new processes and all of the new structures and with the new job, and also having multiple projects a month to do as well on top of that. So this might be the last TBD pick of this year, but let's see. I mean, you will see if there is coming a new video or not. But yeah, that doesn't mean I will stop filming or I will stop creating videos, but I might not post as regular. I'm not entirely sure what content is going to come, but you will see and I will inform you as soon as I know everything. Let's pick the 3 products. For that I am going to open the jar and I'd say we start picking. Alright, so the first one is a product project, and what is it going to be? I would like to show you first. So the product project for August would be to create a poster series. I actually made this quote and kept it quite general as a poster series, because depending on when I'm going to create the poster series, I might have different types of inspirations and I might have different things that I would like to do when it comes to a poster series. What I mean by that is I'm about to pick a theme and I might create some illustrations that might be a bit simpler or some a bit more complex, to create something like a series, a collection of pictures that you can frame and put on a wall, and you know, they match together, but they're not like the same picture 3 times or so. So maybe everything is, for example, everything is drawn in brown, and you create coffee related doodles and quotes and everything, and then you're able to display them at your coffee station or something like that. So that would be a possibility, and a poster series like that. Kind of looking forward to it, and I hope I will get around to do that. So the product project for August is to create a poster series. Alright, let's see if I'm able to pick a yellow or a white card now. Okay, we have a white card, which means this is an art project. What will the art project be for August? Please tell me in the comments. This is really nice. The art project for August is going to be to learn how to draw buildings. So it might sound a bit silly if I say learn how to draw buildings, but when it comes to drawing buildings, you can use different techniques, and I would like to learn them, or actually really have a look at them and consciously use them afterwards when it comes to drawing buildings. So using different perspectives is a huge thing. Using rulers or not using rulers changes the vibe of the drawing. And yeah, when it comes to light and shadow, there might also always be some challenges there as well. So when it comes to drawing buildings, I'm quite certain that there is a lot to learn still, and yeah, I'm looking forward to learn how to draw buildings and then use it along the lines in August. For those who haven't watched my August plan with me yet, well, go ahead and watch it. But before that, I wanted to mention here that I'm going on vacation to Greece in August, so if I'm able to learn how to draw buildings before that, I might use that skill and draw a couple of buildings from my vacation. So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe I'm able to do that. And now we are only missing one prompt, one calligraphy prompt, which means I need to pick a yellow card now. Alright, the calligraphy prompt is going to be... The calligraphy prompt for August is to create a calligraphy pattern. So, what do I mean by a calligraphy pattern? So, when it comes to calligraphy, it's not just brush pen calligraphy and other types of calligraphy that is really like artistic and stuff. It also means if you are using a specific script like copperplate or the Dnelian method to have a specific handwriting, and with that you can create patterns out of it. And what I mean by that is you can use, for example, the letter A and create a zigzag pattern with using A's all along, like writing A, and having space in between those letters, and use that space to have a different direction and write the letter A again, and you create this crisscross pattern. You can play along with that in many different ways. I'm going to look for a lot of inspiration to see if there is a bit more possible than, for example, just the zigzag pattern or so. But yeah, I'm very looking forward to this calligraphy project. Okay, so we've picked the 3 projects for the month of August. As a quick summary, the product project has been to create a poster series. The art project is to learn how to draw buildings. And the calligraphy project is to create a calligraphy pattern. I'm very looking forward to all of those 3 projects. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you would like to see me pursue those projects, then please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you have any ideas for further projects that I might do in the future, then please leave them in the comments. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. I thank you very much for watching, and I wish you to take care, and we will see each other in my next video. Bye!